Our next guest has wowed on the small screen, the big screen, and the Broadway stage, and now she's back as District Attorney Jacqueline Perez in the new TNT series Murder in the First. Take a look.
Look, there's no doubt it's been a violent month, but all indications are that this is a cyclical uptick and not a long-term trend. We'll get through this. This city's resilient.
How can you say this city is safe when you have 46 unsolved murders this year? Your clearance rate for 2014 is on pace for an all-time low.
Last I checked, Liz, it was only June.
DA Perez, Cindy Strauss, the dead stewardess for Eric Blunt.
Flight attendant.
Right. Have you ruled that case?
We have. It's been ruled a homicide.
All right, well, here to discuss her storied career, her charity, Sophie's Voice, and how to keep your hair looking hot in the gym is Nicole Ari Parker.
Hi,
Hey,
how are you? Thank you so
welcome.
much for being here. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. You're so sweet. I got to keep up with you, you know.
Please, please, we are not worthy. We are not worthy.
You make a girl feel good, you know.
So let's talk about Murder in the First. That sounds juicy. I
Well,
like the
it's
title.
Stephen Bochco's new baby at TNT. We premiered on Monday at 4.9 million viewers. Wow. I know, which is huge for the network, huge for cable television anyway, for, you know, first out the box premiere on a cable show. And my character, D.A. Perez, will be joining the cast this coming Monday on TNT at 10 p.m. And it's really great. Taye Diggs and Kathleen Robinson lead the show as the lead detectives. And it's just a great cast, and you know, Stephen Bochco's a genius.
And he's a legend.
And a
I mean,
legend,
LA
and
Law,
yes.
NYPD Blue, Hill Street Blues. When you hear the name Stephen Bochco, do you just say yes immediately?
You really do.
Yeah.
You know, and the season is set around one case, so it shows how it's affecting everybody involved. And it unfolds as kind of an edge of your seat kind of thriller whodunit.
And the unique thing about it is that when it does unfold, it happens in a very concise 10 episodes.
I know. It'll be on all summer. It's great.
Oh, and we've got to talk about BET's Real House Husband. Who knew you were funny? I had no
Hilarious.
idea. You're hysterical.
Thank you.
What's
you know,
it been
hanging
like
out with Tisha Campbell-Martin, you got it, and Kevin Hart.
Yes.
And my husband, who knew my husband was funny? Boris
know he was
Kojo.
funny
I was
either.
like, I had to join the cast because everyone's really friends in real life. And it's just over-the-top comedy and just being free. It's one of the best jobs I've ever had.
What's it been
Doesn't
like
even
for
feel
you?
like a job. I
Yeah.
just go hang out with my friends.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
What's it like for you to flex your comic muscles?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's liberating. Just like being on stage is liberating. I'm going to be in Antony and Cleopatra this fall.
You were kidding.
For Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra at the McCarter Theater. Really? Yeah, in Princeton. I'm really excited. I'm playing Cleopatra.
Ooh, watch out.
Shakespeare's kicking my butt, though.
Yeah, well, it's hard to
it's-
master Shakespeare, but once you get it,
Yes,
then
it's
you're,
very
it's
fulfilling.
It's just like magic.
I know. I know.
Well, speaking of magic, you were
Yes.
fantastic in Streetcar Named Desire. I mean,
Thank
your
you.
Blanche Dubois blew us both away. We talked about it all year long, remember, Shannon?
Right, it was
Thank
amazing,
you.
and your portrayal. Do you hope to get back to the stage soon?
Yeah, well, that's what this fall.
This
Yes.
fall, okay, I was wondering.
I mean,
when is
to
it
be able to
released?
get it all in is real. I mean, this year has been a great, great year. First, to start the year off with Murder in the First, working with Stephen Bochco, and then this fall being on stage again, doing some Shakespeare in, you know, on the East Coast. It's just incredible.
Now, I wanted to ask you about, because you were saying how it's kicking your butt. What type of preparation went into preparing for Shakespeare?
Well, I'm still working on it. Rehearsals begin in August, but I've been working at home with just the dialogue
language,
and
right.
the language and the meaning of everything to make it clear. So.
Because Shakespeare doesn't just have
So
double
layered.
entendres. He
It's
has
like triple entendres.
Yeah, and
so
he
you
did
know.
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
But it's been a busy year. Also, I still have the Savior Do Gym Wrap business that I'm
Yes.
working
Oh,
on.
we're going to get to that, girl.
Yeah.
Because
and-
I like to spin, and this explodes on the bike, so we'll get to that really quickly. But I want to circle back to how you even entered into the world of the arts. You won a contest when you were 17, is that correct?
Oh, that was just, you know, in Baltimore. I was just a dramatic kid and involved in a lot of different things. But I went to NYU. I lived here for 13 years.
Wow.
I got in early. I came to New York when I was 17, and I was an English major and a journalism major.
So was I.
Yes,
and
and
I
then-
went to NYU for grad school.
Wow, and then second semester I called home and I said, I think think I want to transfer to the Tisch School of the Arts.
What did your parents say?
Well, it's tough because NYU is not cheap. It is an expensive school, and it was a lot to sacrifice for my family. And they said, well, you know this is going to be a hard life. You know, this is not easy. You have to make sure you're resilient and that your faith is in place.
Yeah.
And we can't help you when you fall down. You got to get back up. So you can imagine how much it meant to me to finally be on Broadway, you know, breaking down some barriers that way. I was the first African American to play Blanche DuBois on Broadway, and the play was 65 years old. So things like that, I just love those kinds of milestones, and just to call home, still as a grown-up, I have children of my own, and I still, you won't believe what just happened. Because, you know, they really sacrificed a lot for me, you know.
Well, speaking of milestones, you and your husband, Boris Kodjoe, have been married for almost 10 years.
Wow.
Can you believe that, first of all? What's it like to be one half of one of the most beautiful couples in Hollywood?
Well, I don't really think of it that way, but...
Oh, come on. You must walk into a room with him and everything stops. The heavens open up.
It's been great. I mean, anybody will tell you who knows my husband knows that he's an incredible person. I mean, he's beautiful on the outside, but he's 100 times more beautiful on the inside.
Oh, that's so nice
He's
to
an
hear.
incredible father. And it's just like any other marriage, because marriage is one thing and then marriage with kids is another thing. So you gotta make it work just like anybody else. You know, there's breakfast in the morning and homework and basketball and soccer and ballet and Debbie Allen's School of Dance and recitals. I mean, it's work, and you just have to want to be there. And for 9 years, we wanted to be there, so.
Well, how do you make it work? Because so many Hollywood marriages, you know, end badly, and yours seems to be growing and thriving. What's the secret?
I don't know. I don't even want to jinx it.
Okay,
Really,
I hear that.
It's just day by day.
Day by
It's
day.
nothing extraordinary, nothing special's going on. I want to be a good wife just like anyone else. I have to watch my tone just like anybody else. We get on each other's nerves. He wears white socks and flip-flops now and doesn't listen to me when the game is on. It is all the same, and you just take it day by day. And I think the key is, some of this stuff is true. The cliches about, you know, keeping it sexy, and that's not about the way you look, but the way you feel. Like, I have to remember to give him attention, and he has to do the same. Not just material things, but texting, how you feeling, how you doing, what's going on, and those kind of things really matter.
The little things.
Yeah, hugs for no reason.
And is it true that you have a no-tongue rule when it comes
Oh,
to kissing on screen?
Well, my husband is about to come out in a movie with the gorgeous Sharon Leal.
Oh.
And it is a whole lot of rule breaking in that movie. And we're going to talk about
Really?
it when I get home. Yes, because I just went to the screening of it.
Uh-oh, somebody's gonna be in trouble.
I'm getting me in trouble. But yeah, we basically, you know, in this business, you have to kiss other people and look in love with other people. And
don't you ever get jealous? I would be so jealous.
I don't really get jealous over stuff like that. I don't know why. I mean, maybe that's why we work, because a man like Boris, everyone's throwing themselves at him. And I don't ever trip, but I always say half of that is because of him. You know, he doesn't, men, you guys are the worst. You act shady.
Not all
you
of
make
us.
your girlfriend crazy. Like my friend Gary G. Thing, the comedian.
Yes.
He says that men pick up their phone like they're playing dominoes. That giveaway.
You gotta hide their phone.
Yeah, like we're at the dinner
I've
table
never had
and you're
to do
gonna
that.
answer your phone like that. Like,
Sure.
that makes us paranoid. But Boris never makes me want to trip out on him. So it's been good. It's been really good. But you know what? Don't jinx it.
All right.
Okay,
we're not.
don't jinx it.
Just
We're not.
lovely,
Love,
you know.
love, love.
Yes, love, love, love.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your charity work, because we know that was born out of love as well. Sophie's Voice. Tell us more.
Well, Sophie's Voice Foundation was something we started when our daughter was born and diagnosed with spina bifida.
Okay.
And we were really committed to just creating a hub where other parents could exchange information, because it's 70% preventable. So there was a lot of education about prenatal care, but there was also a lot of quality of life information that we like to exchange about how to control some of the side effects from the medicine, catheterization, marriages that are struggling through, because, you know, people say that, you know, they would think cheating is the #1 cause of divorce, or money. And really, a special needs child creates such a dynamic of of strength. It demands that you're so focused, and you can't go to bed angry. You have to work out your issues. You have to work together to make this family work. And you know, Sophie was born with a very high maintenance birth defect. Luckily, she has leg function, but she doesn't have bladder function. She's 9 years old now. She's using a catheter herself, and it's pediatric. It's in her little bag, and you know, she goes to the bathroom, and it's just our new normal. And that's how we live our life. And Sophie's Voice Foundation was really committed to sharing that information with other families. But because it's 70% preventable with folic acid, which is an inexpensive vitamin that you can buy at any drugstore, it's also found in leafy green vegetables, strawberries, walnuts. All of our work in the community kept pointing back to nutrition. So Sophie's Voice Foundation has we've expanded our mission for more outreach, more family outreach, more nutrition, health, and wellness outreach. Like, that's our focus, because we really feel like that it's a huge part of everything that goes on between a mother and a child, a husband and a wife. That meal together, that nutrition is a vital part of a family.
That's a great point. Great advice. Great
Yes.
advice. Okay, tell me how I can keep my do intact while I'm working out.
You know,
very important to her.
I have a Save Your Do gym wrap for you. They rushed me here and threw the mic on me, so I didn't get a chance to bring it from the green room.
Now here's a picture of it. Okay.
Yes, this is a Save Your Do gym wrap, and I created this. This is why I always tell people, if you have an idea, don't talk yourself out of it. I'm just an actress and a mom, and I sat down one day and I was trying to make a sweatband that worked. Because everything that's on the market is great, it's good, but it doesn't really absorb the sweat.
Yes.
And then we have all these other needs as African American women with our edges and our hairline and things, and you know, and all the different things. We do braids, we do twists, we do weaves. And I was like, what is gonna work for all of us? And so I created a sweatband that was 3 layers, and I just got a business partner who was smarter than me, and a manufacturer and a distributor and all these things. I had to learn. It wasn't easy. And now I have a little business.
And where can we get these?
SaveYourDo.com. And you know what? I'm giving a little summer special because of you guys.
All right, you've heard it here first.
Show. Yes.
Okay.
SaveYourDo.com.
Yes. If you go on SaveYourDo.com, you'll get 10% off with the code SummerFun.
SummerFun.
Yes. I just put that together for you guys.
I'm gonna get one for my wife. Thank you very much.
Yes, she will appreciate
And
you
your
for that.
TV wife.
Of course. Everybody gets one.
Gym wraps for everyone.
There we go.
You get a wrap. You get a wrap. You get a wrap.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
I
here.
love-
And please come back for Cleopatra.
Yes.
Please, please, please.
Yes.
Ooh, that eye makeup is going to be fierce, isn't it? Oh, I can't wait. I
I
can't
know.
wait.
Thank you so much
I
for
love you
joining
guys.
us.
Thank you.
All right. You're watching Arise Entertainment 360.